on profit and loss. So profit and loss. So what are the basic terminologies that we should understand in this part are, our first point is cost price, which we call as CP. What is it? The price at which person buys an article. The price at which the person buys an article. I will explain all these things in further coming questions. Second point is selling price, that we call as SP. What is it? The price at which person sells an article. Okay, price at which person buys an article and price at which person sells an article. So like you bought a pen for rupees 4 and you sold it to your friend at ₹5. So your cost price means the price at which you bought was 4 and the price at which you sold it was 5. So now the point is profit. Profit is when the SP of article is more than its CP. When the selling price of an article is more than its cost price. Like you bought a pen for ₹4 and you sold it for ₹5. So 5 was more than 4. 5 is SP. So selling price is more than the cost price. That means the profit you got was SP minus CP. Means in that question you got your profit as ₹1. Okay. From this formula itself you can make 2 more formulas, like taking CP this side. Here CP is in minus, it will come here in plus. What will be left here is SP will be equals to profit plus CP. Okay, what we did, we took CP here in negative from here to positive, means this minus becomes plus here, so profit plus CP gives SP, that is SP is equals to profit plus CP. Or if we take CP, now in this step we keep CP here itself and profit here is in addition with CP, this will go here in subtraction with SP, so CP will be equals to SP minus profit. We have just we have just took one side of SP or CP to other side. So this was our main thing, and from this we brought out these 2 more equations. Okay, our fourth thing is loss. Loss is when the CP of article, CP means cost price of article, cost price means at the price you bought, is more than SP. That is, like you bought a mango for ₹10 and you sold it for ₹8. You bought it at 10 and you sold it for ₹8. Here 10 is CP and SP is 8. Here 10 is more than 8, that is CP is more than SP. So you will be occurring a loss, means you gave ₹10 and when you sold it you got only ₹8. So what was your loss? Loss was CP minus SP. Okay, now in the same way like in above step, we just took this from this and so on. In the same way here, when SP is in minus here, it will go here in plus. So loss plus SP will become equals to CP. So CP will be equals to loss plus SP. Or keeping the SP here itself and taking loss this side. So we will get SP equals to CP minus loss. These are a few basic things of the chapter, basic terminologies. In profit or loss, what is the basic thing that profit or loss depends on? Profit and loss depends on the cost price. That is the basic thing. Like profit oblique loss are calculated with respect to cost price. Why cost price? Like you bought a pen for rupees 4 and you sold it for rupees 5. That is, you bought it for 4, you invested rupees 4 into it, and you earned a profit of rupees 1 and sold it at rupees 5. That is, you on investing 4 rupees, you earned a profit of 1 rupee. You won't say that I sold a pen for rupees 5 earning a profit of 1. You will say I earned a profit of rupees 1 that you bought for rupees 4. You bought it for rupees 4 and you sold it for rupees 5, earning a profit of 1. In the same way, like you bought a pen for rupees 4 and you sold it for rupees 3. That is, the profit or loss you are gaining or losing with respect to the amount you invested on that. Okay, the amount you invested on that. In this thing you invested your cost price. Okay, you invested your cost price, and on cost price you calculated the loss or profit. So if we talk about, like I always said, in percentage, what we compare the things with, we always compare the things with the basic initial thing that never changes. Like if you bought a pen for rupees 4 and you sold it for rupees 5 or sold it for rupees 3, like the selling price keeps on changing. It depends on you are selling it for rupees 5 or for rupees 3, but the cost at which you bought the pen, that was rupees 4, will never change in any case. The thing that does not changes, the basic initial starting, how you started this. You first bought it for rupees 4 and then thought of selling it or anything else. So the basic thing is you thought of buying a pen, so cost price will be that. So profit equals to, if you are said profit, you earned a profit percent of 20. So at how much you earned a profit of 20%, out of which? Out of the CP. Means if you invested some part on CP, then that percentage of CP is your profit percent of CP, or profit percent upon 100 of CP means profit percent upon 100 into CP. This is equals to the profit. You can do one more thing. How can you calculate profit percent? How? The means we have to calculate the profit percent. That is, we have to first take its profit. How much you have earned the profit, upon with what respect have you earned the profit. Net is how much have you invested, what was your basic thing on which we are calculating the profit. That is how much you invested to earn the profit of that. So you have invested the CP, that was a basic thing. You invested this and you earned this. Out of this you earned rupees 1. So what was this percent? Okay, so this percent is as called as profit percent. Okay, like for the same for the loss is equals to loss percent upon CP of CP, or loss percent, that is how much loss you incurred upon how much you invested, of which you are calculating the loss. Like you invested for rupees 4 and you sold it for rupees 3. You incurred a loss of rupees 1 out of 4. You invested 4 and you earned rupees 1 out of 4. Or you sold it for 5 rupees. You earned a profit of rupees 1 out of 4. You bought it for 4 and sold it for rupees 1 extra. So your profit percent was 1 upon 4 into 100%. 1 is your profit, 4 is your cost price at which you bought. 1 out of 4 you earned. You invested 4 and you earned 1 out of it. So loss upon CP into 100%. These formulas are for loss and these are for profit. Okay, so what further? I said the first thing, SP equals to profit plus CP. SP equals to profit plus CP. Okay, this profit can also be written in one more way. This profit can be written as profit percent upon 100 into CP. So SP equals to profit percent upon 100 into CP plus CP. If you write this CP, last one, as CP into 1, it won't change the value. Like your CP is rupees 50 and you make 50 into 1, that will remain 50. Okay, so now you can see in both the terms, this plus this, CP is common. If you take CP as common, this is equals to profit percent upon 100 plus 1. This is your SP. Okay, this can also be written as, if you take LCM here inside. Okay, so this can also be written as SP equals to CP into profit percent plus 100 upon 100. The way you want to write these, both the formulas are same. Okay, these both formulas are same. The way you want to write will be okay. So this is the important formula. Okay, SP is equals to CP into profit percent plus 100 upon 100, or profit percent upon 100 plus 1. Okay, so you can use this formula directly. You also know that SP equals to CP minus loss. SP equals to, like from the last we got SP equals to CP into profit percent plus 100 upon 100. Okay, you can calculate CP from this, like this. CP into P percent plus 100 is in multiply and 100 is in divide. So this 100 will go in multiply with SP. Okay, and this P percent plus 100 will come in divide. You can write this too. Okay, this 100 goes in multiply, it will become SP into 100, and this P percent plus 100 is in multiply with CP, and this will come in divide. Like you have also heard a formula, SP equals to CP minus loss. Okay, so SP will be equals to CP. You can write loss as loss percent upon 100 into CP. Okay, we will write it the same thing here, loss percent upon 100 into CP. If you see CP is common in both the things, so SP equals to CP into 1 minus loss percent upon 100. So SP equals to CP. If you take LCM here, it will become as 100 minus loss percent upon 100. So these both can be used in any ways. These both are the correct answers. Formulas, you can use these formulas directly in the question. Okay, like you are given the CP and the loss percent, you have to calculate the SP. So you can keep this formula directly. We have the one more thing, this 100 is in divide here. So CP can also come as SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Like if you are given profit, then you will use these formulas. Okay, and if you are given loss, then you can use these formulas. Okay, you can use both formulas for finding SP or this CP for loss and these for the profit. Now we are here to start with the questions. Here our first question is that find profit or loss percent when CP and SPs are given. CP is rupees 13600 and SP is rupees 12104. So here CP is more than SP. When CP is more than SP, then we incur a loss. So loss equals to CP minus SP. What is our CP? 13600 minus 12104. Okay, this will be equals to 1496. Okay, this was our loss, 1496 rupees. Okay, so now we have to find the loss percent, that is equals to loss upon CP into 100%. So we will implement the things. 1496 upon what is our CP? 13600 into 100%. Okay, we are left with 1496 upon 136. Okay, we try to cut it by 1496 upon 136%. Okay, so we will try to cut it by 2s. We will get 68. Again by 2, we will get 748. Then by 2, 34. Then by 2, 374. Okay, now 34 ones are and 34 11s are. So it is 11 upon 1. So loss percent equals to 11%. This is our answer. Okay, we use the simple formulas of the loss, like loss equals to loss percent equal loss upon CP into 100. We did the same thing. First we calculated the loss, that was this, and then we calculated loss percent. We have one more question here that says by selling an article for rupees 770, here SP is given as rupees 770, loss rupees 110. Find loss percent. So for finding loss percent of loss percent formula is loss upon CP into 100. We should know its CP first. Okay, for calculating CP, in this page we can see that CP equals to loss plus SP. So CP equals to loss plus SP, that is rupees 880. And now we need to calculate loss percent, that is equals to loss upon CP into 100%. So loss is 110, CP is 880 and 100%. 8s are 11 8s are 88. Then cutting it by 4, we will get 2 and 25. We are left with 25 upon 2%, that is 12.5%. This is our loss percent as asked by the questions. We are just directly using the formulas. Okay, for calculating loss percent we should know CP, and we don't know the CP here, so we will calculate CP first and then implement in this question. Good morning. We have a question here. A shopkeeper buys 200 bicycles at rupees 1200 per bicycle. Means each bicycle costs rupees 1200. He spends rupees 30 per bicycle on the transportation. He spends 30 per bicycle, means he is spending 30 more rupees to bring that bicycle from one place to another. Like I buy a cycle from Delhi and I have to bring it to Kanpur, and I am paying rupees 30 for that cycle to bring it from Delhi to Kanpur back. Okay, then it says on transportation he also spends rupees 4000 on advertising. Then after this he had spent 4000 on advertising these cycles, like he had put the banners on, he has sold the pamphlets and all to tell that he has the cycles on sale. Then he sells all bicycles at rupees 1350 per piece. Find his profit or loss percent. Okay, this is selling price of one bicycle. So question here was the question said shopkeeper total cycles. Total cycles he bought were 200. Price of each cycle he bought was rupees 1200 per cycle. Okay, total. Okay, then he says cost of transport is rupees 30 per cycle. Okay, he buys 200 cycles at rupees 1200 each and he spends 30 on its transport. So in actual, how much had he spent on a cycle? Money spent on cycle is 1200 plus 30 is 1230 rupees per cycle. He spends 1230 rupees per cycle. 1200 was the cost at which he bought, and 30 rupees on transport of that cycle. So he bought total cycles for 200. It is for one cycle. So total cost he pays, total money he pays for cycle, for buying cycles, it was 1230 into 200. This was the price of one cycle, so this is the price of all 200 cycles. It is 2460. So he pays 2,46,000 for 200 cycles. After this he spends some money on its advertisement, that was 4000 rupees. So he spends this much for cycles and 4000 on advertisement, and no other expenses he has made for the cycles, and it is then saying that he sells at rupees 1350 per cycle. So here it is the total CP means cost price is 2,46,000 plus 4,000, that is 2,50,000. This is the money he spends on the cycle and final amount that he has spent for that cycles. And now what he will get only the SP, he will get only the return. Like this was the money spent on advertisement, this was the money spent on transportation 30, and the cost of cycle was rupees 1200. So total money he had spent was 1230 in buying the cycle, that is 2,46,000 he pays for just buying the cycles and 4,000 for advertising. So total he pays is 2,50,000. So now, so total paying is 2,50,000, that is its CP. Okay, so SP he sells at 1,300 per cycle. So SP of each cycle is rupees 1,350. So SP of 200 cycles, he is selling 200 cycles now. So 200 into 1,350, that is SP of 200 cycles, or total SP of 200 cycles, it will be this 200 into 1,350. So it is 13, it will be 2,700 2,70,000. This is his total SP. Look here, SP is 2,70,000. CP we got was 2,50,000 rupees out of out of 2,50,000 and 2,77,000. SP is greater than CP. When SP is greater than CP, that is profit is equals to SP minus CP. Okay, so his profit was 270 minus 250, so it is 20,000 rupees. This is his profit, and we have to find its profit percent. So formula for profit percent was profit upon CP into 100%. Our profit here is 20,000. Okay, CP here is 2,50,000 into 100%. This 40 and these 40. 25 ones are 25. 4s are 4 into 2, 8%. This is our profit percent. Profit is rupees 20,000. This is our answer. Question says find his profit or loss and also calculate its percent. So this is our profit and this is our profit percent. Good morning class. We have one more question here that says the vendor buys bananas at 3 for a rupee and sells at 4 for a rupee. Find his profit or loss percent. So he is buying bananas at rupees. He is buying 3 for a rupee. Cost, buying means cost price. Cost of 3 banana is cost of 3 banana rupees 1, and he sells it at 4 for a rupee. Selling price of 4 banana is also rupees 1. Like in last question we had done, we had to compare the price of SP and CP of cycles. Okay, so what we did, we found the cost price. We had find the cost price of the cycle and the SP of the cycles. So we had find the cost price of 200 cycles and SP of 200 cycles. Okay, we compared the cost price and SP of the same number of cycles. In the same way, we will compare the cost price and SP of same number of bananas. So here we had cost price and SP of bananas as cost price of 3 banana is rupees 1 and SP of 4 banana is rupees 1. So we have to compare the cost price and SP of same bananas. Like if I say it simply, like if you have to find, like a person buys a pen for rupees 4 and sells it for rupees 3, and if I am saying like he's selling a pen for rupees 3, then he will sell 2 pens for rupees 6. So now we won't compare the cost price of 1 pen and selling price of 2 pens. Like if cost price of 1 pen is 4 rupees is rupees 4 and SP of 2 pens is rupees 6, but SP of 1 pen rupees was 3. So ultimately he was incurring a loss. He is buying a pen for rupees 4 and selling it for 3. So he is getting a loss of rupees 1. But if I say he is getting a cost price of rupees 4 and selling 2 pens for rupees 6, so you can't say that he is getting a profit of rupees 2. Okay, ultimately he is incurring a loss. If he is getting a SP as rupees 6, then his SP of 2 pens is 6, then his CP was 2 pen was rupees 4 into 2, 8 rupees. So now we will compare 8 and 6. Okay, same number of pens. We will compare the same number of pens. Here we have, so in the same way, in last question we had 200 cycles. We compared SP and CP of 200 cycles. Here we will have cost price of 3 banana and selling price of 4 banana. What we can do, the best simple thing, we can find the cost price and SP for 1 banana, just for 1 banana. So we will compare the same number of things. 1 banana, 1 cost price, CP of 1 and SP of 1. So cost price of 3 banana was rupees 1. So cost price of 1 banana is equals to 1 upon 3 rupees. Simple. Cost price of 3 is rupees 1 and cost price of 1 is 1 upon 3. This 3 will come here as divide. Okay. In the same way, selling price of 4 banana is rupees 1. So SP of 1 banana equals to 1 upon 4 rupees. So now we have SP of 1 and CP of 1. So now we can compare it. Here the CP is rupees 1 upon 3 and it is 1 upon 4. Now we will subtract them to see what is our profit or loss. So now we will compare the SP and CP of 1 and 1. Here CP is 1 upon 3 and SP is 1 upon 4. So between 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 4, what is greater? 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 4. Between this, 1 upon 3 is greater. You can find, simply see that 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 3. Just take the LCM. LCM is 12. So 12 and 4, here it is 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4 means 3 upon 12 and 4 upon 12. 4 upon 12 is greater than 3 upon 12. So 4 upon 12 was for CP. So CP is greater. CP is greater than SP. So loss equals to CP minus SP. So CP is 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 4. We will take the LCM here. 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 ones are 4. Minus 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 ones are 3. So we will get 1 upon 12 rupees as the loss. And we have to also find the loss percent. So loss percent will be equals to loss upon CP into 100%. Our loss is 1 upon 12. CP is, our loss is 1 upon 12. CP of 1 pen is 1 upon 3. into 100%. Okay, means 1 upon 12 upon 1 upon 3 into 100%. So 1 upon 12 divided by 1 upon 3 into 100%. So 1 upon 12 into 3 upon 1 into 100%. 1s are 4s are 4 1s are 25s are. So 25% is the loss percent. We just compared the SP and CP of the same number of pens. Always remember whenever we'll compare the SP and CP, that should be for the same number of items. We have a question here that SP of 5 pen equals to CP of 7 pen. Find profit or loss percent. Okay, so what we will do, let CP of, always let CP as X, never take SP, never let a SP. Why CP as X and not not SP as X? Because SP is something that is variant. Like if you have bought a pen for ₹3, okay, this was the price at what you bought, it will never change, but you can sell it at for ₹4, 5, 6, 7. It depends upon the customer and you, how much you want to sell it at. So SP can be changed, but CP cannot be changed. CP always remains the same at which you have bought. Okay, you have, once you have bought it, that will remain the same, but while selling you can think how much to charge for it. Okay, so let CP be CP of 1 pen be X. CP of 1 pen be X. Okay, CP of 1 pen is X, so CP of 7 pen will be 7 into X, that is 7X. It was X rupees, it will be 7X rupees. So CP of 1 pen was ₹1. 1 pen was ₹X, so CP of 7 pen was ₹7X. Okay, and here it says SP of 5 pen equals to CP of 7 pen. CP of 7 pen is 7X, so SP of 5 pen equals to 7X. Very clear, as it was found above. So SP, as I have always said, we will compare the SP and CP of the same number of pens. Okay, we have got the CP of 1 pen as ₹X, so SP of 1 pen will be 7X upon 5. SP of 5 pen ₹7. Like if you have got that SP of SP of 5, like you are buying a 5 toffees for ₹10, so cost of 1 toffee was ₹10 upon 5. In the same way, SP of 5 pen is ₹7X, so SP of 1 pen is 7X upon 5. Okay, so now we have got SP as 7X upon 5 and CP as X. This is 1 whole 2 upon 7X, and this is 2 upon 5X, and this is just 1X. Okay, 1X. So between 1X and 1 whole 2 upon 5X, 1 upon 1 whole 2 upon 5X is greater than 1X. This means SP is greater than CP. If SP is greater than CP, so it is profit. So profit will be SP minus CP. Here our SP is 7X upon 5 minus 1X. We will take the LCM here. Between 1 and 5, 5 is the LCM. So 7X minus 5X. We will get 2X upon 5 as 5 rupees as profit. So we have to find profit percent, that is profit upon CP into 100%. So here profit is our profit is 2x upon 5 upon CP is x into 100%. So here x and x will be deducted. We got 2 upon 5 into 100. 5 ones are 5, 20s are 20 into 2, 40% is the profit percent. Got my point? So this is our profit percent. Here we have one more question. The question says a shopkeeper sold 2 electronic gadgets for rupees 44,000 each. This is SP. He sold for rupees 44,000. That is this is SP. The shopkeeper made a loss of 12% on the first on one and a profit of 10% on the other. Find his overall gain or loss percent. So he says there are two things, A and B. For one, its SP is 44,000, and for second, its SP is also 44,000 rupees. It said na 44,000 each. Two things, both are 44,000. On first, his loss percent was 12%. In second, his profit was 10%. Okay. So we have to find overall gain or loss percent. For finding overall gain or loss percent, we should know its CP. And for finding the CP, previously I had told you a few formulas based on it. So what were those formulas? Like these. This is the formula for profit. If they're finding CP, it is profit percent, and finding CP as CP if it is loss percent. So here it is loss percent, so we'll imply this formula. We'll find the CP here. CP will be, what was the formula? This SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So SP is 44,000 into 100 upon 100 minus 12%. So it is 44,000 into 100 upon 100 minus 12 means 88. Okay, if we start reducing it, 44 2's is 88, so we will get 1000 here. This 2 is reduced by this 50. So here the CP is rupees 100 into 1000 into 50, that is 50,000 rupees was the CP for the first product, and its SP is 44,000. And here again we will imply the formula of CP. Okay, CP again is SP into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. SP is 44,000 into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent is 10, so 44,000 into 100 upon 110. 11 4s are 4,000. 4,000 into 10, it is rupees 40,000. This is the second CP. Okay, this is SP1, this is CP1, this is SP2, this is CP2. So what we will do, we will find overall CP, that will be CP1 plus CP2. CP1 was 50,000, CP2 was 40,000, so 50,000 plus 40,000, it is 90,000 rupees. Okay, this is 90,000 rupees, and overall SP is 44,000 and 44,000, SP1 plus SP2. 44,000 plus 44,000, this is 88,000 rupees. Here our overall CP is 90,000, overall SP is 88,000. Here CP is more than SP, as 90,000 is more than 88,000. So profit, if CP is more than SP, so you always find the profit. Here profit is equal to CP minus SP, that is 90,000 minus 88,000, so 2,000 rupees is the profit. We have to find profit percent. Profit percent is calculated on profit upon CP into 100%. This profit is the overall profit, and what is the overall CP? Overall CP is 90,000. So overall profit upon overall CP into 100%. So these three zeros, this one 0, this one 0. So we got 20 upon 9%, that is 2 whole 2 upon 9%. So this is our overall profit percent. Okay, this is our answer. Good morning class. We have a question here that says, on selling an almirah for rupees 3920, a shopkeeper would gain 12%. It says that if SP is 3920 rupees, his gain percent means profit percent. His profit percent is 12%. Okay. Then further it says, if it was sold for rupees 4375, means it says that 4375 is the another SP, but for a question CP always remains same. For a single question CP remains the same. So from this we should find the CP first. CP is equals to SP into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. So 3920 into 100 upon 100 plus 12, it is 3920 into 100 upon 112. Okay, dividing it by, say, by 2, we will get 56. Dividing this by 2, we will get 1960. Again dividing it by 2, we will get 28. We will get 980. Again dividing it by 2, we will get 14. We will get here by 2 490. By 7 we will get 2. By 7 we will get 70. By 2 we will get 35. So 35 into 100 is 3500 rupees. This is the CP. So CP is equals to 3500 rupees. Now there is a SP2. One more SP is given, and that SP is rupees 4375. If the SP was, if SP2 is 4375 rupees, we have to find its profit or loss percent. Here SP2 is greater than CP, so it is profit. Okay, we will be getting a profit here. So profit will be equals to SP2 minus CP. It will be 4375 minus 3500. It is 875 rupees. So now we have to find profit percent, that is equals to profit upon CP into 100. Here our profit is 875, CP is 3500, into 100. This 100, this 0 is cancelled. We will get 875 upon 35. It can be exactly divisible by 25. 35 into 25 is 875. 35 twos is 70. 35 20 is 700. We are getting 175 extra, that is 5 so it will be 25. So our profit percent is 25%. This is our profit percent. This is our answer. Good morning, class. Here we have a question number 6, that says Mr. Ghosh purchased wristwatches worth rupees 60,000. So cost of watches purchased is rupees 60,000. Okay, it says that he sold 1/3 of it, means out of 1/3 of this 60,000 he sold them at a profit of 30%, 1/3 of it at a profit of 20%, and the remaining at a loss of 5%. So he says that he bought watches worth rupees 60,000. So this was its CP. Yeah, he bought it for, and further he will be selling. So now we will find its SP, and then further we will see what we are getting. For SP, it says profit on 1/3 of watches is 30%. 30% on 1/3, and one more 30% is 20%. 1/3 profit on 1/3 is 30%, and on one more 1/3 it's 20%, and the remaining it's 5% loss. So profit on 1/3, 1/3 of what? 1/3 of CP, 1/3 of actual price. So what was, this is our first part, means in this first part at when it is selling the 1/3, so CP of 1/3 is 13 into 60,000, we will get 20,000. So for CP of rupees 20,000, okay, its profit percent is 30%. So what is his profit in this 20,000 rupees? Means 30 profit is profit percent upon 100 into CP. Here our profit percent is 30 upon 100 into CP. CP is 20,000. Okay, reducing these two zeros, we will get 3 into 2 6,000 rupees. This was his profit on 20,000 amount. The second part is, it says that one more 1/3 at a profit of 20%. So CP of 1/3 is 1/3 into 60,000. It is again 20,000 rupees. Here profit percent was 20%. So profit will be equals to profit percent upon CP, upon 100 into CP. So here profit percent is 20, CP is 20,000, and upon 100. So here his profit will be 20 upon 100 into 20,000. It will be coming rupees 4,000. Okay, in this part, 1/3 part, he got 6,000 profit, and remaining 1/3 he got 4,000. What is the remaining CP? remaining CP is, total CP was 60,000. Out of the 60,000, 120,000 is used here and 120,000 is used here. One in this part, one in second part. So minus 20,000 and minus 20,000. So remaining CP is rupees 20,000 only. So now what we have to find? We have to find, we are given loss percent on this, loss percent on remaining CP is 5%. So we should calculate loss also. Loss is loss percent upon 100 into CP. So here loss is 5 upon 100 into CP was 20,000 for this remaining. Okay, so here it is 1,000 rupees. So here we have seen total profit was rupees 4,000 and 6,000. So total profit is 4,000 plus 6,000. It is 10,000 rupees. And loss is 1,000 rupees. So overall gain, overall as the profit is more than loss, so overall gain will be profit minus loss. That is, he is earning 10,000 and he is losing 1,000. So overall he will be earning 10,000 minus 1,000, that is he is earning rupees 9,000 overall. Okay, like he has earned rupees 10,000 on the amount of 20,000 here and 20,000 here. 20,000 in first part, 20,000 in second part. So in this 20,000 he is earning rupees 6,000, in this 20,000 he is earning rupees 4,000, and the remaining 20,000 he is losing rupees 1,000. So he has earned rupees 10,000 and he has lost rupees 1,000. So overall he is earning rupees 9,000. So further we are asked about profit percent. It says find overall profit or loss percent. So profit percent is profit upon CP into 100. Okay, it is talking of overall whole transaction. In the whole transaction he is getting a profit of rupees 9,000, and in the whole transaction its CP for rupees 60,000 in whole transaction, and it is 100%. Okay, so now we will just reduce it. 3 zeros and 3 zeros, 1 0 and 1 0, 3 3s are and 2s are, 2 1s are, 5s are, 3 into 5. He is earning 15% overall, 15% profit. Okay, one more question to practice from profit and losses. This here, shopkeeper sells a sweater at a loss of 5%. If he had sold for rupees 260 more, he would have made a profit of 15%. Calculate the purchase price. Purchase price means at the price that he has purchased, that is the CP. So here we are known neither the SP nor the CP. So we will take CP as X. Question: let CP be rupees X. CP is rupees X, and here it is said that loss is 5%. Loss equals to 5%. When a loss of is 5%, so our SP will be equals to CP into 100 minus loss percent upon 100. So X into 100 minus 5 upon 100, that is 95 upon 100 X. This can be reduced further, but we won't cut it, as it will make our calculation a bit easier further. Okay, So our SP is 95x upon 100. Okay, the question says if he had sold it for rupees 260 more, means on this SP he would have sold for rupees 260 more. If SP equals to, like this was SP1, if SP2 is equals to SP1 plus 260. Okay, the question says that the CP is X, so our SP was this much, 95 on 100x. Okay, now if he would have sold, if he would have sold not for rupees 95 on 100x but for a price that is this plus 260, means from this if we add 260 more. Okay, like I am saying, like you are selling a pen for rupees 8, and if I say that if you sell it for rupees 2 more, means you were selling it for rupees 8 before and now you're selling it for rupees 2 more, means before you were selling for 8, so now 2 more, that is 10. Now you're selling it for rupees 10. So in the same way, 260 is more on the SP. If SP2 is SP1 plus 260, question says if he would have sold for rupees 260 more, he would have made a profit of 15%. Here profit is 15%. Okay, here our profit is 15%. So now what we will do, we know the SP. So SP2 is SP1 that was 95x upon 100. This was SP1 plus 260. Here profit percent is 15%. 15 profit is always calculated on CP. Okay, so as per this, if CP is X and profit percent is 15%, so our SP would have been, so means this is our SP, and as per this our SP is, SP2 will also be CP into 100 plus P upon 100 if profit is given in percentage. So X into 100 plus 15 upon 100, that is 115 upon 100 X. This is also SP2 and this is also SP2. Got my point? This is our SP, okay, and this is our profit percent. Means profit percent, there are same, we have calculated this SP2 by two ways. One by this way, that it is 260 more than the old one, and the other that is it is 15% more than CP. Okay, so both the things are same. This is also SP2 and this is also SP2. We can keep them equal. You can do it by one more way, like our SP. You can do it by one more way, like our SP is this and our CP is X. So if you calculate SP minus CP and then just find we will get the profit, and our profit percent is 15, so we would have kept it in front of 15%, or here we will just keep them equal as they are both for the same thing. Profit percent is 15 if our SP is this, so we are doing the same thing. Profit percent is this, our CP is X, so SP is this. So these are both the SPs, this one and this 2 is both used for SP. So our SP is means 115x upon 100 equals to 95x upon 100 plus 260. By 1 and 2 both were SP2, we kept them equal. So now we will bring X this side, 115x upon 100 minus 95 upon 100 X, that is 260 is left alone there. So subtracting it, 100 is the LCM, and 115 minus 95 X equals to 260. 1115 minus 95 is 20 upon 100. X equals to 260. So our X will be 260 into 100 upon 20. This 0, this one 5. 260 into 5 is 13. So our X is rupees 1300. That is our CP is rupees 1300, and we have to find the same, and we have got it. Our CP is rupees 1300.